In this video, we are going to learn how to send a query to the database. Okay. Now, we all know how to fire queries. Even we have fired so many queries in the past many videos, right? We created database, we created tables, we inserted data, we deleted the table, deleted the database, and we did all such operations by firing a queries. Okay, so now let's understand deeply how to send a query to the database. Okay, so I'll just write the objective for today's video. I'll just say sending queries to the database. Okay, see, there are two ways to send queries to the database. First is directly in the PHP MyAdmin, and second is through PHP program. Okay, so today let's see both of them. I will just give you an overview. So firstly, we will go to PHP MyAdmin, and then there we will see how to send a query to the database. Okay, so I'm in my PHP MyAdmin, and here what I will do is I will first go to any database that we created in the previous videos. So we created a database called programming. So I will just go inside that, and inside that, as you all can see, we have a table. So I will just click on browse. Browse means I just want to check what all values it is containing. So for now, it is not containing any value. Okay, it is an empty table. We have three columns: username, email, and age. So now what I will do is I will fire a query to insert data into the table. So let's learn how to send a query using this SQL tab. Okay, so what I will do, in order to insert data, we have a keyword insert into table. Which table? The table name is users in this case. Here we will just pass the column names. Okay, so first we have username, then we have email, and then we have age. Then the values, let's give the username as Kevin. Then the email, let's give it kevin@gmail.com, and let's keep the age as 20. Okay, so this is a query to insert the data into the table. Okay, the syntax is insert, then the keyword into, followed by the name of the table. Then just specify the column names, then the values keyword, and then you can give out the values for these columns. Okay, so this is how you can send a query to the database in PHP MyAdmin, directly in the PHP MyAdmin. I'll just click on go. Okay, so as you all can see, one row inserted. So I will just go to the table users. Okay, I'll just click on it. And as you all can see, Kevin@gmail.com 20, all the data, all the values have been perfectly inserted. Okay, so this is how you can send a query to the database. Now what I will do, I will just teach you how to send a query to the database using a PHP program. Okay, so from here, through this program, so when I run this program, a query will be sent to the server, it will be executed, and we will get the output. So now let's see how to send a query to the database through this PHP program. So here, very first step, every time I say very first step, is to establish a connection. Whenever we want to use MySQL in PHP, the first step is to establish a connection with the server. So I will just say dollar connection is equal to mysqli underscore connect localhost slash root, then the password is blank, and the programming is the database name. Okay, so we know this is an inbuilt function in PHP which is used to connect PHP program with the database. Okay, now which database? This is the database that I have specified. This is the server name, this is the username, and this is the password. And I'm storing this function inside this variable $connection. Now, second thing that we will do is we'll just check whether the connection is established or not. I'll just say $connection, and if it is established, I will simply say echo connection has been established. Else I will just say echo connection has not been established. Okay, so the first step always is to make a connection to the MySQL database. Now we will fire a query. So I'll just create a variable query inside which I will store my query. So let's insert some data into the same table. Okay, we will again insert the data. Insert into the table name is users. Let's give the column names username, email, age, then values. Let's keep the values. Now in this case I will just say Vatsal. Oh sorry, it should be inside the single quotes, Vatsal. Then let's give the email as vatsal@gmail.com, and let's give his age as 25. Okay, so this is the query. Okay, a simple query to insert data into the table, and I have stored this entire query into this variable. Now my second step is to execute this query. So we know the function. So I'll just say if mysqli underscore query. So this function will take two parameters. First is the connection, second is our query. And if the query has been successfully executed, so I will just say data has been successfully inserted. Else I will just say echo data has not been inserted. Okay, so it is very easy to send a query to the database through PHP program. The very first step is to establish a connection. Then you can just execute a query using this inbuilt function mysqli underscore query. What I will do, I will just run this. Let's run this program. I will just go to a new tab. Let's say localhost / programming, and I'll just go to this path. Okay, so it says connection has been established and data has been successfully inserted. So I'll just go to my admin and let's reload this. Okay, so I will just click on browse. Okay, so as you all can see, Vatsal@gmail.com 25, the data has been successfully inserted. So this is how you can send a query to the database directly using PHP MyAdmin or using a PHP program. So this is all about sending a query to the database. Thank you.